Doming and coning. We all want to know what it looks like, what it doesn't look like. So today we're going to do a really quick tutorial. I'm here with the lovely Carrie. You guys will see her in more of our bar classes soon, but we're going to show you what doming and coning looks like. And we're actually going to show you two different variations because I think it's really important for you guys to know as you're healing your core, or even if you're pregnant, what to be looking for as you're trying to meet those certain goals that you may have for your core. So let's take a deeper look at Carrie's core. So first things first, Carrie is going to come up into a tabletop position and show you what a general linea alba midline doming or coning can look like. So we're gonna start with a gentle head crunch or a head lift, if you will. And Carrie did not engage her core and pelvic floor prior to this. So notice this midline doming. What you're seeing here is her line of weakness at that linea alba, that connective tissue. And that's simply that pressure that increases as she lifts her head, pushing against that linea alba. You can relax, Carrie. So what I want to tell you guys really briefly is that is such an important thing for you guys to know. Think about rustling your pillow underneath your head, or lying in bed and looking up to look at your alarm clock or to grab your iPhone. I don't know who uses alarm clocks anymore that aren't attached to our phones, but it could happen. We need to start bringing along our pelvic floor and inner core unit, managing that pressure, not just in exercise, but also in daily functional movements, because we can move in various ways that can increase that pressure and could potentially continue to weaken that linea alba. So now Carrie's gonna lift her legs to tabletop, knees stack on top of the hips. Again, she's not trying to control that pressure. And what you can see here is this bigger line of doming that you may start to see even as your linea alba point gets stronger. And if you were watching close enough, you notice that we started at this bigger point. So where the obliques connect into the rectus, that started to dome. And the longer she stayed here, we started at, there she went and controlled that IAP. It's almost like this midline starts to, I feel like it looks like it's breathing because she's controlling the pressure and then she loses that control, that exhale that she just did. Did you notice that now there's no doming down that midline? Good job, Carrie. And there she knows how to really show you that weakness. Beautiful job, Carrie. Relax your legs. Good. So now that you guys have seen two variations of what doming can look like, both at that rectus oblique connection and then of course where that weakness already exists simply because that linea alba stretched during pregnancy. Now Carrie is going to lift her legs back in that same position, but she's going to engage pelvic floor and deep core and manage the pressure and show you how beautiful that looks. Now, don't be confused that you can still see her oblique definition coming into the rectus right there. That is not doming. That is simply the connection of her muscles. And this is proof that Carrie has been really working on her core and how strong her core is. Good job, girl. But why I wanted her to show you guys that connection point and then coming into that same move is to show you the power of managing that pressure. That's what all of this is about. Learn to manage the pressure within that container, no matter what you're doing, and you won't have the doming or coning, and ultimately you're getting to a point where you're creating more strength, less weakness, and you'll start to be able to progress those exercises.